What's going on guys, directed by Dav Reese here, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to create these sick blur transitions within Premiere Pro. So yes guys, we're in Premiere Pro and we just got some footage here, as you can see, from a music video I shot, and we want to create this transition around about here so it goes into this shot and then into this shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an adjustment layer. So we're going to come to this new item button and then adjustment layer. Make sure these settings match your music video timeline and then click OK. We're then going to drag our adjustment layer on our timeline and then just shorten it like so it matches, or it fits in between the cuts we need. So now what we're going to do, we're going to come up to effects and we're going to type in blur, and we're going to come down to directional blur. We're going to drag this on. So we're going to come in between where the two clips meet and we're going to make a keyframe on blur length and direction. Blur length is basically how much blur it is. So as you can see, if we just pull this, you can see how blurry it gets. So I think here looks good, so I'm going to say around about 80, and then the direction you can spin it to whatever you want. So I think if we maybe do it to the side, so 90 degrees, and then if we come back a couple of frames, we can then hit the reset button, which will reset, and then if we come again towards the end, we can reset again, and we should now have. Now what we're going to do is going to come up to effects and we're going to type in brightness and contrast, and we're going to drag that on. Again, come over to effects controls and scroll down, and in the middle where your cut matches, hit contrast and brightness, increase the brightness like that, and then come a couple of frames over again just in front of your last frame and hit the reset button, and then same again towards the end, so it's a reset. If we want to create with a bit more intensity, we can come down to grab another adjustment layer and just shorten it down again. Once we've done that, come to the middle and then effects, and then type in blur again and grab that directional blur on. Come to effects controls and scroll down, hit the keyframe in the middle, and we're gonna put the blur up loads and the direction just a little bit to the side, and then we're going to come back a couple of frames and reset, and then towards the end again we're going to reset. Bring these a couple of frames over like so. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over to effects again and we're going to type in brightness and contrast and drag that on. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to hide some of these lines here. So we're going to come down to effects controls, hit brightness and contrast, and we're going to try and just lighten this up a little bit. And this transition is going to be really fast, so we're not going to be looking at all these lines here, so don't worry too much. So at the start we're going to reset the keyframes, and then towards the end we're going to reset them again. So now we should have a really cool blur effect there. You can do this in all sorts of directions. So if we create another one and we just copy this over and we go to direction, you know, we can do it straight across, and then we can see what this one looks like. So that looks really cool. So there's loads of different kind of ways you can use these blurs. I think it looks really cool in music videos, and it's kind of that cool transition. If you want to double up the effect, you can hold Option and just drag it, and the effect will be like duplicated, which looks really cool. So it gives us that nice transition in between the both. Same if we go to one that we did at the start, and then we create that blur effect. There's literally so much different type of ways you can use this. So yeah, that was how to create that sick blur transition within Premiere Pro, guys. I use this all the time in my music videos. It's a good little kind of transition you can do in between clips. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.